Has anyone else noticed this? So it used to be that Claude released things very slowly and OpenAI extremely quickly. So we'd get something substantial from Claude once every few weeks, maybe once a month, whereas ChatGPT were always putting out new features. It became a bit of a meme every time Claude put out an announcement. Most of the time it's just a blog on safety or ethics, with people begging for the next model or some substantial feature. Whereas OpenAI had the opposite problem where they seemed perfectly happy to ship any old crap. Just throw a bunch at the wall and see if anything sticks. Does anyone use ChatGPT agents, the App Store? Shit, Pulse? But now things have actually changed, it's flipped. In the last 2 months or so, Anthropic have been shipping Co-work, Opus 4.6, computer use, 1 million token context window, 5 times more. Marketplace, dispatch, code reviews, channels, scheduled tasks, the PowerPoint and Excel extensions, which are great. Persistent memory, the visualization features. Shit, a whole bunch more. I can't remember them all, there's so much. OpenAI in the same period, we've had Codex. Codex app is fantastic. GPT 5.4, which was about 20 days ago, that is still, funnily enough, the pinned tweet, the last big release from them on their account. They just added a search bar and archive, and that's kind of it. They haven't really been giving us much. In fact, they've been taken away. They just killed Sora. They're also rolling back some of their shopping features and having another go at that. Something has definitely flipped. It feels to me like OpenAI are again in red alert mode and they're retrenching and working out what the hell do they need to do. OpenAI's revenues are around 25 billion, but the majority of that is 73% consumer subscriptions. That is low margin and high churn. It costs a lot to keep those servers going. And the majority of them are free users, they are pure cost. Anthropic, on the other hand, are around 19 billion, so a slightly lower revenue, but about 80% enterprise and API. That has a healthier margin and sticky revenue. OpenAI executives are certainly looking at what Anthropic are doing and thinking, shit, we need to be doing more of that. We need to shift from a high volume, low margin business to a low volume, high margin business. So cut back on the bells and whistles, cut back on the frivolous things like Sora, and instead focus on the fundamentals. That's why we're getting news that Sora is being cut. And I'm pretty sure this is the beginning of a much wider consolidation and purge. I've covered this in tomorrow's issue of the newsletter, or comment RIPSORA, RIP Sora, in order to get the full analysis. Make sure you're following and subscribed.